Let's decorate my planner spread, but in a Great British Bake Off theme. Hey y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and yes, I said I would like to decorate my planner in a Great British Bake Off theme. I love the Great British Bake Off, and when I was at the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo, I got to see Scrappy Boy Stamps, and they had some really fun papers and some fun ephemera that were all in the theme of the Great British Bake Off. So I thought, you know what? Let's bring that into my planner. Why not? So I've pulled out the double-sided papers that I have from them, the ephemera, and then I also pulled out Kellofaplan's Life and Leisure. This is volume 1 because look at those cute baking elements and those beautiful stickers. Those are going to be perfect to add in as well. This one's just going to be a fun plan with me. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's go. It has been a hot second since I actually ended up doing a very themed spread like this. This kind of reminds me of the days when I used to do custom planner spreads for some of my Patreon members, and they would pick a very specific theme that I would have to come up with. And it's really fun to create one of those type spreads for my own planner. The Great British Bake Off is one of my favorite shows of all time. I love it so much. I have it on in my studio a ton, like kind of constantly. I watch and rewatch, and it's just such a lovely show filled with lovely people, and it makes me really happy. And so creating a spread for my planner in the Great British Bake Off theme that's just the perfect planner theme for me. And I was really excited that Scrappy Boy Stamps had all of these amazing images to use. So I began by picking a few of the ephemera pieces that I really liked. Of course, we have to have Paul and Prue, and then we have some of the different hosts, a couple of contestants, just some of my very favorite people on the show. So now I have those picked. I picked a few papers, and I'm actually going to go over to my die cutting machine. So I have the Big Shot switch, and I'm going to use some nested shapes to create a few different boxes and frames that I'm going to use as decor. There are lots of different ways to use scrapbook paper in your planner. A lot of times I've cut out boxes and put scrapbook paper as the backing. I very often have done torn scrapbook paper edges. Oops, just trying to get that all lined up. I probably should have used some washi tape to keep my metal dies exactly where I wanted them, but apparently I was just determined to fly free today, so no washi tape. But there's lots of ways to use scrapbook paper. In this one, I'm going to use it in a couple ways to create a background, and then as some actual boxes, like functional boxes on my spread. That is going to work nicely as well, just to give me some options. I'm actually cutting out a bunch of different boxes. I won't use all of them. They won't all make it onto my spread, but it's nice when I have all of the dies out, when I am already cutting, to just cut out a whole mess of them. That way I have them to choose from as I'm starting to put together the spread. This is also probably a good time to share that Scrappy Boy Stamps, where I got those ephemera pieces, they have a bunch of metal dies as well. Some very cool ones that I am in love with. So make sure to go check them out. Again, I'm not affiliated with them at all. I have just fallen in love with them over the years with the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo. And I really like all of the different characters and themes that they do, very much like pop culture-esque, and it's just a fun take on some of the themes that we're seeing in other parts of our world. This planner spread is definitely what I would call a decorative forward planner spread, meaning its primary function is as a decorative planner. Yes, I still plan to write on it. Yes, I'm still going to use it in some fun ways, but it really is all about the decor. So that's what I'm starting with. I have different pieces A couple of things that I'm trying to make sure I'm keeping in mind. Balancing out where the people are. I don't want them all clustered in one space because these are kind of big ephemera pieces. I'd say they're about 3 inches, 2.5 to 3 inches tall. That's a pretty big piece to put onto a planner spread and still be able to write. So that's a little tricky, just to make sure I can still use that area. And then I'm working on balancing colors as well. I have 3 different scrapbook papers, one that has the baking elements in the background, one that has a pink pattern, and one that has a blue pattern. And something that I am trying to do is make sure that those 3 papers are represented on both sides of the spread. So once I feel pretty good with where some of the main pieces are, I'm going to start adhering them to the paper. I say this all the time. You can pre-plan, meaning you can spend a long time figuring out where things are going to go, and you can get stuck in decision paralysis where you're just not sure what should go where. Something that always helps me when I'm feeling that way is to actually make one decision. Go ahead and stick something permanently down on the page. And then other things start to fall in place because once you make one decision, it eliminates other possibilities. And so then you have to just make the next decision, put that on the page to where it's done, and it eliminates other possibilities. It gets a little easier once you start sticking things on the page. So that is always something that I try to do. I don't want to mess around with, just pre-planning and figuring out where stickers are going to go forever, because it can start to kind of make your eyes spin. Like there's so many possibilities on where different elements of your planner spread can be that sometimes you just have to start putting the things on the page. And that's what I'm doing here, putting some of the larger elements down. I don't know where I want those boxes. We're just going to shift those. See, I'm trying to figure out, I'm just going to put the last little contestant down over here, and then we're going to figure out where those other boxes are going to go a little bit later. Oh no, I got a little bit of stickiness on her. It kind of makes sense because she's a Great British Bake Off contestant, so she might really be messy because that's how life is. But I'm going to use my little sticker eraser thing here to get some of the stickiness off of her. Still cute. Okay. Feeling pretty good about this. Now, before I use any more of these Scrappy Boy elements, I think I want to pull out the sticker book from Kellofaplan. This is Life and Leisure. This is volume 1. So this is an older sticker book. I don't think it's available anymore. You might have it in your stash. I love her Life and Leisure sticker books just because you get some interesting themes in those books that you don't get other places. The baking one is perfect because the colors, the cartoon feel of the baking elements, this just felt like it went perfectly with my Scrappy Boy stamps. So I'm going to use some of those stickers and most importantly, some of those functional boxes to make it so I can still write on this spread because I do want to be able to write on it. It is still important to me to use my planner spread. So let's figure out how that's going to end up working. Now this is a little tricky, so I am going to pull my sticker guides. These are plastic sheets that I purchased from the Happy Planner that allow you to kind of figure out place stickers in a certain place. And you're going to see I'm going to move things around a little bit. Again, I'm working with color. Now I have introduced an orange. That's tricky because orange wasn't there before. So I need to make sure the orange is on both sides, just like you see. I'm trying to figure out box placement. This is planning in advance for me. This is a future planner spread for me. And so when I'm doing that, I just want to make sure that I have an opportunity to write on every day. And most days I have an opportunity to write a couple of different kinds of things, meaning I could add bullet points. I have a box for scheduling and things like that. Like I can start to give myself some options for filling in my spread with my actual schedule later or after the fact. Just like I did with the paper pieces, once I am pretty sure I know where I want something to go, I'm going to go ahead and stick it down because it helps make future decisions easier. So once I'm like, yes, this is definitely going to go here. This works best here. I put those pieces down first and then I test where I had my other elements. Let me get her little shoe in front. So I know like this sticker makes a lot of sense right here, brings a little gray up into that section. And I definitely need a sticker down low, but do I want to do a paper piece up top? How do I want that to fit? I think what I end up deciding to do, yeah, the orange has to be there because it balances the orange that is on the left-hand side. that element has to be there. I don't necessarily need that paper box right now. That's a lot of boxes in a line. Not my favorite thing to do, but it works in this case. Let me go ahead and put a few bullet points down to give me some variety on the page. I can do that. And then I think I'll end up balancing out with some decorative elements, but for right now, that function feels pretty darn good. Once the function feels good, then I can play with decorative elements more. You got to bring in a macaroon. I mean, they make macaroons all the time. I've got to know if you love the Great British Bake Off as much as I do. It's hard to know if you love it as much as I do because I really, really love it. But is this a show that you would watch, or is there another show that you would totally make a planner spread for? I think this would be a fun spread to use for when the new season of Bake Off comes on. That would be fun. I'm going to just use this for a random week in May, and I know that it's going to make me so stinking happy when I open up and figure out that this is the week I get to use my Great British Bake Off spread. I'm just going to add all the little baked elements all around the page just for fun. I love the colors of the Great British Bake Off. I love the accents. I love how all of the contestants support each other and encourage each other. It just feels like the most lovely group of people gathered on a TV set perhaps ever. So big fan. Let's go ahead and give everyone some little cupcakes and baked goods because obviously that's what they're doing. They're making all the things. I put the little crescent roll situation near Paul Hollywood because he's the bread king over there. And now let me see if I need to add. I tried to think, do I want to add a functional box up here? I think this is going to be a week where that's just decorative. I like that it's flexible. I can have a decorative week. I can have a functional week. I can change it up depending on what's going on. Let's add a little washi tape moment. I just wanted a little bit more pink in with the darker pinks that I had with the boxes. So I'm going to add a little washi tape. I considered if I should go try to find an orange washi tape. I ended up deciding not to. We're just going to stick with that. But I really wanted to add a title, and that is not something I do very often on my planner spreads, but because this one was so specific, I just decided I'm going to go for it. So these are actually some alpha stickers from By the Well for God, and that is a company that I used to work for as an affiliate. They are a lovely company. I think they actually just moved to Texas, which is super exciting, but they had these awesome translucent alpha stickers that used to come with their kits or were released to coordinate with their kits. So I have them in like all the colors ever. I wanted to bring out the orange just because I thought that was an unexpected color. So I'm using the orange alphas to spell out the full title of the Great British Bake Off. And yes, I am whiting out some of the to-do list lines. No, it doesn't bother me. I rarely use that whole long to-do list. Mostly I use anywhere from 5 to 12 of the lines. I would say 12 is probably somewhere near the max of how many lines I've filled in. So I don't mind whiting out that bottom section just to really highlight the title of this spread. All right, I think that's going to do it. A few more decorative stickers here and there, and that's going to be a wrap on my Great British Bake Off Star Baker spread. Let me know what you think of it down below, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider hitting that subscribe button as well as the bell notification button. All of the supplies that I used are linked in the description down below. And a huge shout out to my amazing Patreon community. We are having fun in the month of May doing faith journaling, and coming up very soon in June, my favorite focus of the year, planner camp with a twist this time. If you want to find out more about Patreon, head on over to patreon.com/ScrappyWife. All right. I hope that you have a fabulous day. And as always, keep it creative.